Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Marcus Emblem is back. And it's back for a final chapter. We can't check the map, we can't do anything back, but pick our units. Alright. So the situation is the following. Last chapter I forgot to do something very important. One of the side objectives I've been, aiming for since I started this run. And that was getting the Pent and Louise full conversation support. I know that if you miss any of them, you can't get the next one. And I actually missed one of them. Because I watched it on my first attempt of Victory of Death, and then on the second I sort of forgot because I have already seen it. That was a mistake. If I don't do that, I'm not going to get to see the final conversation, which I know happens in Light Part 2. So, I had to repeat the entire map. It's just that simple. I had to repeat the entire map to get a save file in which I've beaten Chapter 30, Victory or Death, and I have the conversation unlocked. Levels are more or less the same, and I wouldn't have done it if it affected Marcus, but Marcus was already capped by the start of Victory or Death. What I didn't do, I now realize, is use the talisman on him this time. So there we go. Now it's okay. So Marcus is exactly the same as before, but levels on other people might be slightly worse, slightly better. I think Hector didn't get strength on one of his levels this time, but got resistance. I think Link got a bit of strength and defense. Athos, obviously very good unit, by the way. And I think levels on Florina and Isadora were much worse this time, but Wrath got lucky with strength. And Pent and Louise are more or less the same. I think Louise actually got a pretty bad level. One of hers. Well, the point is, it shouldn't be a big difference, but if you notice difference in the stats, is because I replayed the map. And I'm using that save file, obviously. The units I'm going to bring to this final map. One of them is Marcus, obviously. Two of them I've already spoiled, are going to be Pent and Louise. I think they are very good units. I do think that it's a bit difficult to justify bringing mages to the final chapter, having Athos available, but, I have Fimbulvetor, I have Staff, and I have Staves, no pun intended, so Pent can still be useful. And Louise is actually pretty good in this one because of the, attacking through walls, and there's a lot of enemies that just can't counter her. Longbow utility is even pretty nice in here. I'm going to bring Florina. I think Florina has been very good. I'm going to bring Wrath. After all this training, I just can't. And with all the pain in my heart, I don't think I'm going to bring Isadora. Her levels just haven't been that good. She got two very, very good ones, but her stats are middling. Bulk isn't there. Constitution is actually a big problem. If you want to use Isadora, I think you need to invest the body ring. And I want to bring my boy Matthew and Serra. I think they've been pretty iconic in this run. I'm not defending Matthew's or Serra's stats. Serra this run actually got one more point of magic than Renault. Obviously that makes it all worth it. They just aren't good, but I can fish for lethalities, and if I don't, I can always steal some elixirs that I think are available, or just simply provide support to Serra to do more damage or to be a bit more accurate with the staves. I think that also happens. Right, preparations are finished. Hope you enjoy. Reliable Director, Marinus, thanks for everything. Marinus actually pulled a crazy stunt on my off-screen clear of Victory and Death. He was surrounded by like 8 reinforcement flyers. Dodge everything, it was crazy. This is my fight now, mine alone. Everyone stay back. Hey, what are you talking about? Come this far together, haven't we? That's right, I've said it before, we all feel the same way. Hector, Lindis. Don't forget me, Lord Elibooth. And Ninian, I'm sure she's here as well. I'll show you the strength of a Knight of Farai. Yes. If he has power to rival Athos, then I must test this power myself. No matter what happens, I'll be at Lord Penn's side. I'll do my best. For those whose reasoning is bent, I will straighten it with my bow. Let me handle this. There's much I can do. Bless Saint Elimine. Grant us the strength to win this with ease. Everyone, let's go. We've got to stop Nergal. Okay. I consider bringing a light rune to be able to block Uhai, but I do think that the best strategy to deal with Uhai is to just stand at the very border of his range, attack the Rhine Flesh, and counter. 25 speed is a lot though. Like, it doubles almost everyone, if not everyone. How's your con? 11, 7 weight on Rhine Flesh. Okay. Yeah, doubles absolutely everyone, I think. I don't have a 20 something. Even Marcus gets doubled, and he's my fastest unit. Matthew doesn't. Well, I don't think it actually matters. I think this guy just comes for you anyway. I can also just do Nini's Grace to get my defenses up. He's dealing 42 damage. For example, you, that would be 33, but I can put it down to 23. No, that's not enough. That's not enough. I need to be someone like Hector. Actually, that doesn't sound that bad. Why not Hector? If this guy goes up there, only he does. I go here. I Tomahawk. And I Nini's Grace. Right? Yeah. Yeah, and that way Hector can deal a bit of damage in the counter. Okay. It's important that we place your supports, which are Eliud and Florina, close-ish to you. And yeah. As you know, prepare for counters. I don't remember exactly the order in which the gates open. I remember it can get to be a bit annoying if you are too far from one that opens and then you have to deal with multiple on the next turn. You know what I didn't bring? The light rune. But okay. 16 damage for free, and he's doing 3 times 2. Which means he was only doing 13. So even without Nini's Grace, I was pretty much okay. Yeah, that's a bolting. Like, this guy has Loosen, this one has Gespent, but this one has a bolting. I just remember that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You probably can take care of most of them, Marcus. You just need a little bit of help with the bolting. I can probably do that with Luis Pelas Spent. Okay. So if I can deal with these guys below without much trouble, okay, we have lethality, Lethality is there. I'd like to save my options if possible though. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Can we increase... Yeah, I can increase the chance of critical by doing a little bit to you. A crit, even. Because of Lin being in range, my chances were sort of high. Obviously, it would be ideal for Wrath to be the one taking the kill so that he can get the Rain Flesh. But yeah, Wodao was going to crit here, obviously. Twice. He's getting the 5 Lint treatment. So that's a level. Yeah, that's also true. The morphs in here are sort of thought out to drop a lot of experience. Okay, yeah, Rain Flesh is S rank, obviously. Do I have S rank? I do. I do. On multiple characters, actually. It would be great if I could do this with you, but the counter is a bit too much. Killing you with a bow, yes, doesn't seem doable, and I don't know if I want to drop anything to be able to get the bow. If I want to drop anything, it might be the silver sword on Matthew. Okay, well, I'll start with this. Was the idea from the beginning, so this takes care of the silver bow. My equipment, as you can see, is pretty cracked at this point, so should be no surprise that I'm killing them so easily. With Armads, I'm pretty accurate and I take the kill. I guess the best is to just take it with Armads. In a support and drop the Rain Flesh. It's a good bow, but I think the crit is more valuable on like killer bows and such. Also, I don't have that many archers, and most of them like are flexible and want to be able to use the longbow. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, this is a pretty good start. Then I can take the kill with Pent. And then we should be able to just destroy. Okay, easily, even with just the Thunder. I could use a Fimbulvator myself, but I don't need to, so... Luce I'm going to drop, Gespent I'm going to drop, obviously. I could use them with Aethos, but on Aethos I have something far more valuable. Luna. So yeah. Okay, how are chances? Okay, best is probably... this is a place where I would love to have something like... like the Iron Rune. Guess we have to risk it a little bit. So I shouldn't be that afraid of Luce with Luis or Pent. I think I just go for the guest Pent and then I heal. I might be able to sneak a unit in there to take care of the other guy. Guest Pent. There we go. Drop it. And yeah, okay. I don't think Eliud is enough to take care of Luce, but I can try. I mean, I lose nothing by doing so. So let me see. Yeah, chances aren't the best. Chances aren't the best. The crit is certainly there, so... I don't know. I think he has, like, more or less the same critical against me and Marcus. I could use this to body block a little bit. I can also... I can fortify, I can barrier. I can try and sleep, but it's a 45. Actually, where's your physic? You don't have a physic? Really? Okay. That's surprising. But I still have 45. I could swear I gave a physic to both Pent and Aethos, but I guess I didn't. Then I could always try the... If Marcus survives, but I can try the sleep. It's not going to be that valuable anyway. 45 hit, it's not crazy, not the best target, but, you know, if I can get rid of the nuisance... Ah, misses. Well, we had to try. Really had to. So, yeah. That works, that works. I would just hang around here. Okay, okay. I don't think you double Luis, right? No, you just went for damage. No, Luis doubles you, in fact. Lucha is very heavy, like almost every weapon in here. They weight you down a lot. Okay, so this is the Nameless Warrior with Silver Bow. And this is Basilicus, yeah. Basilicus on Brendan. Okay, yeah, there's a risk that we just can't avoid. But we can sort of circumvent it by lowering your health a little bit. That's always nice. And then I can give you a recover. Serra's magic being bad is irrelevant if you use things like recover. So that's pretty nice. Now I just need to do 20 and that can... Oh, a single hit. Perfect. There you go, Kenneth. Sleep well. Now it's time to take on... Yeah, Luce goes to the ground. It's time to take on the Silver Bow. Exactly on Elibu's position. I do think this is going to be... This is going to be another Nini's Grace tanking. I've been really saving this. When Philas Might and Nini's Grace can really save your ass. In certain situations. I've been really saving them. It's time to finally use them. Okay, we go here. I think the next one to open was this. And I think that's Darin. So it would be perfect for you to face. Might be wrong. But well. Brendan moves first. Meaning he blocks the Silver Bow. That was a waste of Nini's Grace. Okay. I mean, it happens. Rex Hasta. Sort of won that. I honestly think base Hector is enough in here. And you don't have range. So attacking you from the distance. Attempting a Luna, I think is not crazy. He could get a crit. That's a crit, right? When he does the first shine. Yeah. There it goes. And that's Basilicus. There's not a point in getting Basilicus because my S rank axe user is Hector. He already has Armats. This guy has the silver axe equipped. Okay. Oh, nice. Weapon disadvantage. Who? Yeah. That's a spear at play. Has a bit of crit and it's really nice that it does. Wrath and Luis are going to be very nice in here because this is going to uncover Sonia and the other guy. It's Kenneth and the other. The guy that isn't Kenneth. You know who I mean. What's his name actually? Like I'm blanking. I'm trying to say Yanaf, but no, Yanaf is Path of Radiance. Yerme. It's Yerme on that room, so... Okay, a bit of magic. Nice. And yeah, providing full support. We can do a bit of Philas Might. I think Darin is going to take a beating now. He deals 8, he takes 12. Might not get doubled because this Hector is like very slow. That's a crit. So nice. No, he doubles actually. Wow, Hector is getting doubled by Darin. That's something. I'd love to be able to take this kill with Marcus. Yeah, and this is the reason why, you know, the rune sword is sort of dangerous, but I could try and deal with Ursula through the wall. And I honestly think that's the play. Oof. Excalibur is a pretty difficult counter. You also have a bolting? No, you just have Excalibur. Okay, then maybe I just ignore you. Or whatever the case. Is the spear any good here? No. No. Okay, I'll try with the tomahawk. That's a crit. That's very helpful. Then Marcus can now do this with the silver axe. He can for sure. And then I'll drop the silver lance. And I actually do it with full economy. And I'm going to take the Rex Hasta. It's probably one of the few S-rank weapons I'm going to use because I have a unit that can actually wield it pretty well. Rex Hasta is S-rank and it's also 11 weight, so it's not even that bad for me. So it might be a good thing to use on you. You have axes and lances. Okay. I sort of want to do something like this. Attempt the crit. You know, you don't have a way of healing. We do get the crit. Now I could even go for a kill if I'm feeling saucy. I'm thinking like Brave Bow. Those are very good chances. 97s and I attack both. Yeah. That's yes, the way to do. The way to do it, the way to do it. So that takes care of Ursula. That's Excalibur. It's a decent tome. It's an upgrade over Bull Butter, but the weight is a bit too much, so let's just drop it. Yeah, let's just drop it. And I can... No! Fuck. I wanted to dance for Wrath, so that he's the one to rescue Luis, but okay, I think you can still rescue Luis, yes. And you can rescue Niels, yes. And then I can rescue you. It's a bit clunky, but it works. Runesword doesn't have any sort of penalty from attacking at range here, so I'm going to be a bit like in trouble. That should be okay. Okay, I use the Fortify. I'll use another Fortify. Have many uses. You know, Hector doesn't really need to be full health for this. I probably just want you to... Oh, Hector didn't need anything because you don't have range. Silver Axe is the best option, so we are doing fine. Can I take anyone? Yeah. Okay, Niels is really light. Athos, and apparently Athos is pretty large for an old man. Okay, and now it's just the last room, the most dangerous one. Linus and Joyce. They're having an ace support together can get pretty nasty, but yeah, we'll just have to take it. This guy has a Regal Blade, and it's 9 weight, so it doesn't reduce his incredible 27 speed, meaning we're getting doubled and hit for 42 damage. Thankfully, I do have the Sword River, and that's been my plan from the beginning. That's why I sort of wanted Hector in here. So we are doing that. And we are doing another Ninja's Grace just in case. There's no need to risk it. It's probably still not going to be 100% hit. But, you know, I also have the supports at play and all that. So, my surprises. I'm going to try and lower your health without killing. Yes, that works. My units are just behaving very well today, and with the Randall I take the kill. Just a bit of Elibooth experience can be useful. After all, the Randall is a very good weapon. Well, the speed is nice, but you're stuck at 11 strength. I mean, you have 16 thanks to the Randall. Thanks to the Randall. But okay. That's full support for Hector. If that doesn't do it, then nothing does. And we also have Yerme to worry about. And to actually worry about, because it's not that easy to kill. I know, like, yeah, he's sort of tanky. Okay, our chances, like, with the... Oh, that's good, that's good, that's good. Runesword is heavy after all, so I guess that means we just go for something like Killer Bow, Lean Support, even Shy Little Barrier, because Runesword is magical, I think. If it isn't, the barrier doesn't have that many uses anymore. I brought it mainly to deal with the bolting if I wasn't able to kill a unit that was, you know, very hurt with it. And yeah, I'm going to move you here and let me check once more. Yeah, we're going to have to stay. Okay, I could also try and sleep one of them. Yeah, I could have done that with Athos. Sleeping... Well, doesn't look like it's going to be a problem. Thanks, Hector. Thanks. Now, like, Yoid is very dodgy, but 1 HP is just not a lot. I'm pretty sure, yeah, the thing is working. The barrier is working. I could swear I was taking 16 before. And yeah, a bit more speed. Finally up to 19 speed with Wrath. Wrath, I think, is supposed to be like the very speedy unit that you can deal, you know, that you can use to deal safely with the one in there, Uhai. But it didn't work that way this time. Invulvator, oh, lacking 1 damage. Okay, I can do that 1 damage. I can do 3 even. I just want to use Invulvator once at least. I don't think I'm going to get that many opportunities. Okay, before I go any further, they're sort of dangerous. Oh, 91. I'm so sorry, Linus, but also not really. Also, like, not at all. With this... Wow! 91% miss. Okay. Not going to get a lot of uses for this sleep anymore, so let me try again. But that was a 91% dodge. It's true that Staves, I think, use 1 RN, so that was actual 91%, not like... a faked one. 97, okay, it increases if you get closer, so I could probably force it to be 100 even if I get very, very close. Yeah, there we go. He's sleeping now. Sleep breaks, but it did exactly what it was supposed to. Yeah, then I can now go safely for this. I just wanted to check if I could deal with Linus. I assumed I was going to have good hit, but yeah, it was even better than I thought. And now Joyth, I'm so tempted to do this actually. Damage is just non-existent. How about a short spear? A kill for Florina for once. Okay. Now I don't remember if attacking Linus can wake him up. I actually would like to wait a little bit before I do so. Regal Blade... No. Regal Blade is probably better than the Soul Catty, full disclosure, but well. I wait with the Sword River in case he wakes up for some obscure reason. And I also... I'm going to be advancing with a lot of people. You know, if you can afford it. Also, fortified range, I have to say, has gotten pretty good. Is it magic? Like, not magic divided by 2? Or did they just get to 14 magic, so 7 range? I guess 7 range is quite a lot. Okay, I would have liked to, you know, take and drop Niels somewhere before killing you. If you're still sleeping, I might want to delay killing you. Yeah, I actually want to do exactly that. It's because I want to have my dancer available to do some, you know, sneaky shit with. So, I honestly don't think he wakes up. Someone can afford to stay behind a little bit. Is Marcus? He doesn't wake up. By the way, your conversation is on part 2, right? Like it's not active now. No, it isn't. I have a warp too, by the way. Okay, let's use the Durandal then. If I can. That's a crit. Nice job, 36. Okay. Okay, doing well, Alibuth. Wow. You have resistance? Yeah, you have, yes, everything. Okay. I can't open this door. Interesting. I brought you up for that reason alone, but I guess it doesn't work. Well, last turn of sleep, so I have to do this now. I guess with a unit that doesn't mind staying behind a little bit. And that unit might be Lynn. No, well, that unit isn't going to be Lynn because she doesn't have the damage. Alright. Okay, it's going to be Luis. It's okay because Pent shouldn't move because he has warp. So Pent wasn't going to be used for combat anyways. That's a bad level. But it's okay. Right, did I get close enough? No, I'm lacking one space. Okay. Orphan Bulbeter, Nosferatu with Eclipse, and Ereshkigal. Or whatever. Marcus isn't really scared of the Nosferatu. It could hit, but this is, yeah, one of my best choices because of the crit. So that takes care of one. I'll be honest, at 15 speed, Hectorias isn't ready, I think, because Armads does slow him down. So he probably gets doubled and killed by Ereshkigal. And without Armads, I don't know if he's worth using. Okay, okay, we could take a bit of damage here, but it's okay. We are prepared to do that. Also, it doesn't seem like we'll be needing the warp after all. I have this actually. No. Where's my... Oh no, you have the warp. But I have the... rescue. So we can do Pent and Luis shenanigans next turn, thanks to that. I have Dancer, I have Hector in range. Honestly, I have, like, just about everyone now. Just in case my health isn't perfect, a Fortify. I'm not going to bother checking, I'm just going to use the Fortify. If nothing, it's going to be a bit of experience for Serra, which might result in a bit of magic, a bit of range in the future. It's good, it's all good. So there we go. That's, you know, speed would be relevant, doubling something, I don't know. Yeah, we now just go for Nergal. Defenses are good on Nergal, but yeah. We don't really need to do anything but to pummel him a bit. So, at the beginning, I'm curious, like... Okay. You do have the weapon advantage. And yes, attacking with you. When you don't get killed, you just don't do a lot of damage. Going for something like Silver Bow would be better, I guess. So the longbow, yeah, the longbow, yes, that's 0. You have to be... Yeah. Okay, you need actual damage to be able to damage this guy. 28 defense is not a joke after all. So that's why Armats normally works for me, but this time I'm getting doubled. My Elibooth is sort of fast. Yeah, but not tanky enough, and Lin, well, if Elibooth gets almost one shot, Lin gets one shot. No one's surprised. Yo, Luna doubles? Okay. Nergal? Ethos, take a good look. Yeah. An old friend, I will fulfill my duty. Okay, 2 chances for critical, even if not. This is 60 damage total. It's a lot. I honestly didn't know Luna was that good against Nergal too. I know it's good against Doragon, but that's about it. Yeah, 15 remaining health. That's crazy. And okay, I think with another weapon you don't double me. I mean, we can do this. Nergal! Oh no, Hector of Ostia! The miscalculation! The guy that I didn't think about. Alright. That was pathetic. That was absolutely horrible, Hector. Thank you. If everything else fails, I can still dance for Ethos, so that's why I'm playing so suicidal. Well, at this point I might as well just approach with you for full support. Oh, 35. Do I have a single barrier left? Okay. That goes to you then. It's probably the one unit that with 7 resistance can make a big difference. I'm going to use the most powerful thing I have, and I'm going to try and kill Nergal with it. Actually, what am I doing? Well, now you have to hit, but if you're able to survive, you have the accuracy, just get a Philas Might and go for something like Silver, and then it should be accurate 15, right? 16, very accurate. Goes to Florina. No. No. Yeah, sorry for teasing you, Florina fans, but come on. You know, thanks to the Philas Might, Florina is able to one-shot a Morph, but come on, don't we just want to see Marcus defeating Nergal? The Dragon might be impossible for him, so I think seeing some Rex Hasta action is just what we deserve. No, I want to do Lombo on that and give it to Wrath. There we go. Wrath was probably able to do this on his own, but, you know, that's just the way. Another level for Wrath. Okay, still 19 speed. You can't say I didn't try, but my Wrath, for some reason, seems to be the slowest ever. Anyways. Yeah. That's it. Like, I'm surrounded by everyone. I'm just going to Rex Hasta. This guy doesn't drain HP or anything. This is just the way to go. Be prepared. You are to be witness to a power that overwhelms all. Yeah. And in case you were wondering what he's talking about Marcus. So, yeah. We even dodged the 86. Why must I lose? Not like this. With my last breath, tremble and despair. It's finished. It isn't. It isn't. Now it's finished. Okay. Health is recovered, right? Yeah. I was scared for a moment. So the dragon, as I remember, doesn't move, but Flame Tongue has 3 range, so it's a bit scary because you can't dance someone away from it. I have rescue on Athos, which, you know, looking at it might have been the wrong idea. Okay, let's be honest here, Matthew. I think you can't do much anymore. So take the rescue and give him an elixir, and that way we can rescue someone out. Alright. We always like to start with this, right? That's the right idea. Flame Tongue doesn't ever kill Athos. I'm pretty sure even at maximum attack available for the dragon on Nectar Hearth, he's supposed to do 39 to Athos, you know, 40. Because he always has 40 health. Okay, actually, you know. And then just a rescue drop. Instead of using physics or whatever, I think just recover, because recover is always going to get max health, obviously. Can we rescue with someone else? Yeah, we can do it with Luis and Florina. Okay. I want to see damages. Okay, okay, nice to see. Nice to see. If you're getting doubled, then perfect. Perfect. How about you? I know Soul Katia slows you down. Well, you could get one shot, and you do. Okay, so my lords are scraps. One damage. I have to try this. I do have Phila's Might, so I can get that up to 11. Okay, Athos, please. Oh, I need the conversation. I need the conversation between them. Please, Athos, don't do a critical, or else I'm not going to get the Penta and Luis conversation. That's not a critical. A critical would have killed. Also, I didn't see the ball team. But it doesn't matter. It's Matthew's almost or literally last deployment order distracting the enemies. Sleep on Matthew. Yeah. Take it all. Take it all. Doesn't matter. I think there's like other 2 range enemies on the bottom, but they have difficulty reaching. Yeah. There's a perch, but we already advanced. Okay, 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 okay. 60 health. 60 health. It's absolutely essential that I do the talk. Stay beside me, Luis. We mustn't get separated. Yes, Lord Pent. That is a dragon, isn't it? Yes. Years ago, Lord Athos and the other legends fought that. Lord Pent, I understand why you're trembling. It's been 1,000 years, but I think I understand why humans and dragons fought. Compared to humans, dragons are so incredibly powerful. Their mere existence must have seemed like a threat. Too much of a threat for humans to bear. 1,000 years. Other than Lord Athos, no one has experienced in this type of combat. None of us can begin to imagine what this fight will be like. You're right. However, there is one certainty. Luis, I will protect you. Lord Pent, I will protect you as well. Along with the child inside me. Our child. Luis, that's... Yeah. I knew it was about that, so I really wanted to get it because... sorry... Okay, so... It's not that you were attracting the attacks, it's that you are literally the only unit that can get attacked there. Now, I'm really tempted to keep attacking with Athos, but I'm also in for a show, you know. Marcus, you are going to do this. You're going to do this, actually. I can give you no supports. This is all you. This is all you. You double the dragon. He's just the man. He's just the man. The dragon doesn't recover health. This is going to be 3 turns. Because I need to do Phila's Might in each of them. Although I guess I can enemy face him. I obviously have to heal in between. And Serra is going to do that. And then we're going to do some nice rescue dropping. But yeah, Phila's Might is still in effect during the enemy phase. So as long as I just get away with everyone, we are fine. Okay, so you can be targeted, but that means, yeah. You can too. Okay, it's actually a bit difficult to stay out of your range at the same time as I rescue everyone and blah blah blah. But this works, right? Like, that's out of your range, it's out of yours. Honestly, Athos might be the only unit having a bit of trouble escaping, but he now has an elixir, so that works pretty well. The elixir that Matthew passed him. And finally, I'll go here. Let me just check, because I have a warp and everything. Marcus is full health. The dragon has 3 range. Yeah. Got the conversation, got everything. We now just wait. Okay. I mean, I can't say there's a lot of margin for error here, but aside from having to do the exact plays I need, Marcus has this in the bag. Last time I defeated the dragon with someone ridiculous too, right? Like I left him at 1 HP and I think I took the kill with will. If I was willing to do that, then obviously in a series called Marcus Emblem, I have to do this with Marcus. Spoiler warning though, I don't think I'll be doing this with, you know, with Marcus against the final boss in FE6, because I love the good ending too much, and to get the good ending you have to do it with the Binding Blade. So yeah. Emotional support. Emotional support. Your lord, the other guy you know, another old man, but it's on you, Marcus. I mean, he can technically miss. And now I would be like royally fucked, but he's not going to. He's not going to fail me in my time of need. It's a 92. We just hit both. First is gone. We tank the 37 and it's over. It's over. And now to see the famous Ninian and Elibuth exclusive dialogue, by the way. I almost forgot about it up to this point. Yeah. Seems to me like Marcus is pretty good in FE7. That question has been answered. Elibuth. Elibuth. You're Elibuth. What are you screaming for, Elwood? Like, he did absolutely nothing. I think he took down Darin's random companion, but that's about it. Orithos? Looks like I've exhausted my strength. This is like semi-automatic. Like I can't really skip it, so we'll be watching along. And I guess I can do some comments before we reach the Alibuthninian part. This was fun. I have to say that FE7 is a game that grows on you. The first time I played it, I was sort of disappointed. Came with a lot of hype behind, and I still think the story, in a lot of aspects, is absolutely moronic. You can't deny that. It's literally right there that the plot is a direct downgrade from FE6. It's completely carried by the main character's charisma, but the plot itself doesn't make any sense because you get continuously teleported, sent into arbitrary missions. You battle the Black Fang, which are just so damn powerful, like a full-on country's military, while they are supposed to be a secret organization. So I do think the story in FE7 is moronic, and that's not going to change in the near future, at least. But I don't play Fire Emblem for the story. You know, if you want to play a series for the story, I don't think Fire Emblem is the place to be. I played for the gameplay, and when I played Elibuth normal, I thought it was a bit too easy. And then the second time around, when I did a Nectar normal Iron Man, I was surprised to see that, you know, the game has some difficulty to it, and getting Nectar as your protagonist actually makes it a bit harder because you can't early promote him, so you lose unpromoted Hector for a lot of important chapters, including Victory or Death. It's actually the last chapter you don't have promoted Hector for. So yeah, there's more to this game than I thought originally in terms of gameplay, and so the question popped in my mind. Okay, this is the actual exclusive card, but I'll talk about the question later. So happy, I can't believe you're back. I feel like this is all a dream. No, this is exactly the same, so I'll keep talking. The question popped in my mind. Is this like a game easy enough for a character to solo? Yes, I do think it is, and even though this was an Nectar hard mode, which I know is like the highest difficulty available, I still think you can solo Hector hard mode. I'm fairly certain, unless the increase in difficulty is unbearable, you can. And probably with units more appropriate for that job than Marcus, like units thought out to have very high growth, to take advantage of the enemy's weaknesses. I've heard a lot about, you know, Canas being incredibly useful throughout the game, like becoming sort of an Athos light. But yeah, that's beside the point. Marcus might not be the best unit to train up to be like a super powerful solo unit because of the high stat requirements in certain points of the game. But I wanted to try. I wanted to see if Marcus was able to beat FE7 on his own. And I really think the rest of my army at times was just an accessory to Marcus clearing like the half of every map up to the mid-game. From the mid-game onwards, he was still able to clear maps. It's just the amount of enemies increased so much that I feel like, you know, having some other units around was made it a bit more interesting. And in FE7 this was good. In FE6 I'll continue to do the same. I'll bring more units around. I know Marcus in FE6 isn't as powerful, and I don't think he's going to reach the peak where he's able to, you know, kill the bosses on the final map. Like, you know, maybe if Idun is off the table, my target should be put on Jan. Jan is like or Sephiel even. Those are like the biggest menaces that I think Marcus could be interesting to, you know, to try and see if he can reach the benchmark to be able to defeat them. Starting stats on FE6 Marcus are worse, and growths are also worse, and I'm also pretty certain that you get slightly less stat boosters. But yes, being a paladin, having, you know, being able to use him for so long, being able to train so many types of weaponry, having 1-2 range with javelins, with hand axes, is so broken in FE7 that, yeah, even if in FE6 enemy phase isn't as present, like you can't just clear entire maps by standing in a certain point with 1-2 range, that's just doesn't happen in FE6. Even if FE6 is more difficult in that sense, I think that being a paladin is going to carry Marcus's performance in that game too. Might be getting ahead of myself, we'll have to check, but yeah, in FE7 it's been crazy. It's been crazy how good Marcus is. Okay. Please, don't forget me. And now I think it's the point where it changes. Like, she doesn't actually go with Niels or something like that. We must return to our new world. No, to our world. Why did I say new world? The order of this world has changed so much from what we knew. No matter how much time passes, our strength will never return. If we stay here, we will not survive long. Niels? Why do you... This is already different. But even knowing that your life will be short... Ninian, you truly wish to remain here, don't you? I understand. Stay here. Stay with Laura Elibuth. Niels? Laura Elibuth? Ninian? No, my sister. Please cherish her. I will. I will make her happy. I swear it. Niels, are you... I'm going alone. I want to live a long time. I don't have your curiosity. Niels... I don't know, but this feels sort of hilarious to me. Okay, then I'm going. You can stay, but I don't want to die. Be well, Niels. I miss you. I'll never forget you. Niels. Yeah, normally both of them appear in the screen during this scene, right? But now it's only Niels. Don't cry, Ninian. And if we're apart, if we never see each other again, our bond will never, ever be cut. More importantly, sister, live as long and be as happy as you can, for as long as you can. Alright then. I know it seemed very weird to me because he was so insistent in Ninian staying. It's almost like he wants her gone. But I know it's sweet. In its own way, it's like, it's a sweet thing. A brotherly thing. I should know. I should know. Anyways, that was... yeah, yes, Ninian stayed with us. Ninian, you'll come with me, won't you? Yes. And there it is. I had seen this CG before. Who hasn't? Who hasn't, to be honest. Okay. Well, I can... We can play the epilogue, one like in between talking about this. Although, I guess I've said most of the things I wanted to. But I do want to see the Ninian conversation in here. Yeah. This was good. Every time I play FE7, I like the game more. I like the gameplay more. I'm excited for the next time I play because it's finally going to be Hector Hard mode. Has a lot of reputation for being the most entertaining way to play FE7, so I'm looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. But that's not going to happen now or anytime soon. This series, as I said, is going to span through 2 games, FE7 and FE6. The FE7 part is done, FE6 is next. When can you expect FE6? Well, I'll be honest, I've been thinking about cutting down the amount of Marcus Emblem per week, maybe to twice a week, because I'm Lord Hector. There we are. Nice to see you again. Oh, and here's Marcus Ferrai's wife. I'm happy for you, Ninian. Standing there together, you make a handsome couple. Oh, thank you. So tell me, Elibeth, when can we expect an heir? Come on. Hector? Nothing to be embarrassed about. This fucking guy. Okay. I beg your pardon, Lord Elibeth. It's time. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Marcus. Really. Thank you, Marcus. Hey, Eleonora, the people on Ferrai are waiting to see you. Yeah, this is like Garibald's coronation. Okay, that was probably the one part where Ninian is relevant. I have to see, I expected a bit more. Like more dialogue. More Ninian exclusive dialogue. But that's okay too. Like, that works. I mean, it's fine. Yeah, and now the credits. The credits. Satori what? So, next is going to be FE6, and as I said, we're going to probably tone down the uploads to twice per week. I've been like really overwhelmed lately with a lot of different things. I was actually on holidays, and I thought on holidays you would have more time to record. That's not the case at all. When you have time, people really want to dispose of your time, make you go here and there. I bought the Switch too. I wanted to go and get it. I've had to go to the place where I ordered it like 3 times already. I think it's finally there, but now I'm feeling too lazy to go. On weekends, I just don't feel like recording that much. It's the middle of the holidays. It's summer. I want to enjoy it, so probably toning down the uploads to twice per week. I think it's better to know the amount I can actually upload than try and go for 3 and fail every week. So that means you're going to get a bit less of Marcus Emblem content per week. Shouldn't be a problem. By the way, pretty high turn counts you're going to see because of, Imprisoner of Magic, support grinding, Living Legend, support grinding, Night of Farewells, support grinding. Those were like the 3 big instances. 13 turns on light. But that's the total of all the maps. Oh! Jointhending. The merchant Merlinus began working for Elibeth. He and Marcus were fast friends, and when Marcus became the head of military training, Merlinus used his business acumen to deal with all matters financial. Very good. 400 and something battles? That's insane. I will replace Marcus as the most famed knight in all Ferrai. His endless zeal served Ferrai well throughout his life. Okay, some randos that we don't really care about. As I said, we are going to decrease the amount of uploads to twice per week. I have an additional reason for this. I want to keep uploading like 2 or 3 chapters per part. in Marcus Emblem, and I think during FE6 that's going to be difficult, because FE6 is harder. Playing an FE6 map can take me more than 1 hour. At the beginning of FE7, I was playing like multiple maps. In like 2 hours, I was playing like 3 maps. But I don't think that's going to be the case with FE6. So if I want to upload the early game pretty fast, I should upload less parts per week. And I think that's fair. It's not only going to be Marcus Emblem. In case you are following Radiant Dawn is going to go for the same thing probably. So it's going to be 4 episodes per week. 2 of Radiant Dawn, 2 of Marcus Emblem. Matthew returned to Ostia, where he left the network of spies for the new Marcus. During this hectic time, his thoughts turned to Serra. Thanks to her, the pain of losing Layla slowly became more bearable. Wow. That's such a beautiful line for such a stupid couple. Because that support was stupid through and through. Guy, yeah, very, very important unit, definitely. Erk, I sort of wanted to try him 7 wins, same as Guy. I sort of wanted to try Guy, Erk, sorry, at a certain point. I even wanted to get like a lot of guiding rings just in case. Priscilla was just unbearable to train. Training multiple healers is just not the way. I do think Priscilla is better than Sarah, like this rank has confirmed it. The movement, the growths, really, like getting Anima Magic on promo is much better than getting Light. I think like low level Anima Tomes are just better than Lightning and Divine. The Green Lance was the other one, the Red Sword. I wasn't paying attention. His love of women isn't changed. And Will was sort of the star of the Iron Man, not even joking. As I said, I think he was the one to kill the dragon, which is just ridiculous. Raven the Sublime Mercenary, a unit I wanted to make a better use of, but after losing Lucius and not reloading, I sort of decided to bench him permanently. Yeah, died at 4 Fanged Offense. I remember it was just a difficult map, and I didn't feel like resetting in that one. And I do think like Lucius and Raven make for a pretty good couple, and in gameplay too. So, you know, they'll get their chance in the future in a run where I can actually focus on training Raven more extensively, maybe bringing him to Port of Badon. I think Lucius has actually some pretty nice potential as a mage. Like his growths I know are pretty good. The problem is his bases. So should be nice to train them in a future run. I just want to pay attention to the units I'm focusing on, and Penta and Luis were sort of the stars of the mid to late game, together with Marcus obviously, so it would have been unfair to another mage. I got the Hurricane, 0 battles, 0 wins, 0 losses. Nils 1 battle, I think because he got attacked once by a bolting and survived during Victory or Death. That's about it. Vanished through the gate in order to seal it. Those who saw him will never... something. Isadora the Escort of Ferae, another unit I sort of would like to use in the future, pay more attention to in the future. I think this is a unit that requires stat boosters. I said it before, I think Isadora is probably the best recipient for a body ring in this game. No question. Oh, by the way, I got a very interesting conversation with Hawkeye when visiting the ruins, like the very south ruins in Victory or Death. He actually has a special conversation with Sophia, where Sophia recognizes him because they are both from Navata, and he says, tell my daughter that I will be back. It was pretty nice. When Athos died, Pent took over his research. This is the same, always. 93 battles for Luis, 53 for Pent? No, that can't be. Has to be the opposite. The battles have to be. Yeah. Because Pent, I used him to clear entire maps at time. Karel didn't have a lot of protagonism this time. I was saying Isadora needs the stat boosters a little bit in my opinion, and she also needs a better support than Marcus. Because Marcus was completely outshining her, I think I can get her a better support at the beginning, something that gives her a bit more offensive potential maybe, and just focus a bit more on her. So maybe not for the next run because I've already used her plenty this time, but for the one after that, something like that. Vaida, also a unit I don't pay a lot of attention to. I don't think she's that entertaining. Like that, this is like filler unit 101, comes on victory or death. Like on Eliwood mode, comes on Cog of Destiny. Eliwood mode, you get like what, 3 chapters for her to use after that. Renault is the one that comes on victory or death, pretty late. The Arcsage Athos, absolutely crazy unit as always. Alright, very mad moment to lose the recording. When her grandfather died, Lynn asked that Kylen be taken under Ostian protection. She set out for Sakai, where she was reunited with Wrath of the Kutola. They had a daughter and lived happily in the plains. One of the reasons why I'm planning to use Sue. Hector succeeded his brother as the Marquess of Ostia, but the pain of his brother's death weighed heavily on him. His beloved Florina gave him comfort and helped him become an enlightened leader. One of the reasons I'm planning to use Lilina, not that I needed a lot of excuses to use Lilina, it's about time. And finally, Eliwood and Ninian were wed after the conflict. Ninian gave up her old life and her people to enjoy a brief life with Eliwood. They have a son named Roy, who will one day take up arms to defend his nation. Yes. That's exactly what's going to happen in the second part of Marcus Emblem. Thanks for coming, everyone. Thanks for enjoying this series. I think it ended up being more straightforward and more less play-like than I maybe intended at the beginning, but that's okay. Like I hope you can still enjoy this format. And yeah, like we know about this. We know about this. And yeah, see you. I mean, if this is going to upload, if I'm going to upload Victory or Death on Wednesday, this is going to upload on Saturday. See you Wednesday with FE6. Bye bye.